When he saw the look on the vet's face, he knew he wasn't alone in his reaction. The shock was felt all over the room. People whipped out their phones and snapped as much proof as possible. There was no way others would believe this unless they saw it with their own eyes. Nathan ran a tight ship, at least when it came to cleanliness. There was nothing worse than seeing garbage pile up around the neighbors' yards. However, when the sanitation workers went on strike and the stinky bags started to multiply, he felt like he would have a heart attack. But that wasn't the only problem. Before we move on, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and activate the notifications bell for new amazing videos. The rotting food stench was mostly held back by the hefty layer of plastic, but some still oozed out and filled the garage with a pungent stench. No amount of air sprays or scented candles could make it evacuate. It was a week into the strike when he noticed something furry and moving. This was no mold growth that had bloomed and taken on sentient life, although it wouldn't be a stretch to imagine, coming from the putrid science experiment before him. The dirty fur, beady eyes, and long tail pointed to the nightmare of a rat infestation. However, something bigger was on its way. It turned out that Nathan wasn't the only one suffering. Even the dirtiest neighbors had noticed the increase in vermin. The best solution, at least for him, was to pepper the area with death traps. There could be an argument made for human capture and relocation, but that's where they would run into a problem. There was just too many, and that was just counting his small space. So, Nathan set up an intricate network of snap traps and laced them with juicier treats than was offered in the garbage. He was barely in bed when he heard the first snap. He wondered what morning would bring. Nathan gripped his old baseball bat and opened the door, but what he saw scattered around the concrete was confusing. Plenty of traps had been set off, but no rats. In the middle of the large pile of sweating bags, he heard a strange sound. It certainly wasn't the squeak you would expect from your everyday vermin. It was a muffled, gurgling growl. Nathan prayed the sentient trash hadn't fused with a rat to make some new monstrosity. He pulled each bag away as slowly as he could. Otherwise, the disturbing growls would start up again. When the last blockage fell away, he jumped back and prepared to swing. It was huge. Gray and black matted fur twisted and twitched as the filthy lump tried to get away. Every part of Nathan's neat freak personality screamed to run away. There was no way he would pick up whatever it was. It was so disgusting. But then the sounds changed to something he recognized. The long, scared meow instantly changed the scene. Instead of calling pest control, he quickly dialed the closest veterinarian. It was perhaps out of morbid curiosity, but he wanted to see what they were going to do with it. Its fur was out of control. The vet team gaped and snapped photos of the growling cat. The enormous mass of fur was mostly comprised of mats. Nathan's face went slack as they clipped away over 7 pounds of fur, and revealed the cat was painfully thin. But that wasn't all. It was clearly a street cat, and a malnourished one at that. The easy food and warm surroundings in Nathan's garage must have attracted it. But when the last layers of fur fell away, he couldn't believe his eyes. The feline was pure white. The transformation took another step after a thorough bath. The resting grumpy face made it look perpetually angry. But the moment Nathan reached out, the cat jumped in for every scrap of attention. It seemed that the little thing wasn't only starving for food. A sudden, shocking idea popped into Nathan's head, something he would have never thought possible. Pets meant stray fur and weird smells. It went against every fiber of his neat freak soul. But there he stood, cuddling the now white cat and wondering if he should take it home and give it a better life. It had gone through life so dirty, maybe he could help it in his own weird way. It didn't take much convincing on the vet's part, and a couple days later he was driving home with Sinbad nestled in his new shiny crate. Yes, things wouldn't be pristine at home anymore. But since he was getting something special in return, it was totally worth it. Sinbad would never know that dirty life again. Did you like this story? Check out our channel for more.